Welcome back everyone, it's your boy Carolina Goji 1954 here. I'm still kinda sick, so forgive me if my voice is kinda off again for this video, but anyways. The other day, I noticed that I actually surpassed 300 subscribers already. Wow. It hasn't even been a year since I started uploading videos on a weekly basis or whatever. I started that way back in January. So I've already had other videos uploaded on my channel, but I didn't really start uploading on a weekly basis until January. So not even a year later, here we are, already surpassed 300 subscribers. And huge shout out to all my subscribers, man. Huge thank you to every single one of you for making this possible. And yeah, here's a 300 subscriber special for you guys. My top 5 action figures of the year 2022 list. I've always been planning on doing this, at the end of the year, and what do you know, I just surpassed 300 subscribers, so perfect timing. Might as well do this as a 300 subscriber special. So yeah, there's really no point of doing a top 5 worst figures because I didn't really get too much figures. That's why I'm only doing like a top 5 list. So if I was gonna do a top 5 worst list, it would just be this list but backwards, you know. But none of the figures that I got this year are bad in any way, so that's good on that. So if you're a fan of Godzilla or kaiju stuff or Dragon Ball or anime stuff or horror stuff like Friday the 13th, Halloween, all that stuff, you're in luck, because I could give you some suggestions for this video, in case if you're looking to get your eyes on some action figures. So with that being said, everyone, let's begin. So let me get these guys out of the way because I already got these guys way back a few years ago. So starting off with number 5 on this list, we'll have to go to, also forgive me if the camera's shaky for this video. Again, I got a new phone not too long ago, the iPhone 14, and I don't have the equipment to like stand this or whatever, but this is not an unboxing video, so I don't really have to worry about dropping a phone. I'm just gonna be holding it with one hand, and that's not gonna be a big deal. So number 5 on this list, we'll have to go to the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Rose's Goku Black. And let me get his accessories real quick on display. Here we go. Those are his accessories, and yeah, I was at Target one day back in March. I just was roaming around the place and I randomly stumbled upon this guy. I was not expecting to find this guy at all. It came to my surprise when I saw him, and it was only 35 bucks, so of course I had to snatch him. And yeah, he came out pretty nice. I like the way he turned out. Accessory wise, I mean, you don't get too much, no blast effects unfortunately, but for 35 bucks you get what you're paying for, and I say it was pretty worth it. Yeah, not too bad at all. It's a pretty good figure in my opinion. So if you ever find this guy in the stores for 35 bucks, go ahead and snatch him if you're a huge Dragon Ball fan like me. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go on with this list kind of quickly, because I kind of have a good amount of honorable mentions too before I reveal my number 1. But anyways, number 5 on this list, SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. And yeah, came out pretty nice. Moving on to number 4. Where is it? Number 4 on this list would have to go to, let me get it real quickly, the SH Monster Arts Godzilla Ultima from Godzilla Singular Point. And as you can tell, this guy's tail is fucking long as hell. And yeah, there's the accessories again. Let me move that out of the way. But yeah, I got this guy on Amazon, and I actually got him for a pretty cheap price, around like 80 bucks. He costed like, he used to cost like 120 bucks around there for the starting price when he came out. Now he's like 200 bucks I think, but there was this crazy deal on Amazon for only 80 bucks for this guy, around 80 bucks. I had to snatch him, of course I had to. and I gotta say it was worth it. I love the way this guy turned out. Sculpt wise, paint wise, this guy came out beautiful. And the articulation is pretty nice, although the tail is kind of loose, but at the same time it could hold like this pose, for example, pretty well, considering he has a really long tail, so each part is like divided by ball joints, and you'd expect him to like fall apart all the time, but surprisingly not with this guy. This guy came out pretty nice. Accessory wise, what did he came with? First, it came with alternate head. You can remove this head and replace it with that. You know, just a little comparison. You know, because this mouth is articulated, but this one's not. Because this one's like him like about to roar or about to shoot his atomic breath. And then he also came with, which I thought was pretty nice, 2 mini Jet Jaguar figures. Yeah, there they are, the first form and the final form, with the Spear of Anguirus. And yeah, they're not painted obviously, but I still thought that was a pretty nice touch that they'd include this with this guy as a little size comparison when he grew 100 meters in the anime. But yeah, that was number 4. Number 4 goes to the SH Monster Arts Godzilla Ultima from Godzilla Singular Point. So let me try to get this guy out of the way. Put his accessory to the side. Alright, let me just get him out of the way. Make room for number 3 on this list. Man, he is a pretty big boy. Alright, number 3 on this list. I kind of have to be careful with this guy. Not really, but you'll see. Number 3 on this list would have to, hold on, give me a second. Alright, I'm back. I had to do this off camera because like it's really hard to like put him like have him standing with one hand, so I had to do it off camera. But number 3 on this list would have to go to the SH Figure Arts Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku, specifically the reissue one. And let me just get his accessories out real quick. Some alternate faces, 3 of them. Let me get the 3rd one. And of course, a shit ton of hand pieces. Get them out real quick. I'm still missing 2 more. There we go. Okay. Those are his accessories. And yeah, number 3 on this list, SH Figure Arts Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku reissue version. And this guy came out awesome. If you know me, I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan, obviously, but personally, my favorite Saiyan form for Goku has always been Super Saiyan 3. The long hair, I fucking love it, man. God damn. This figure does it justice. I have other Super Saiyan 3 figures as well, but neither of those figures does the hair justice. But this figure captures it as perfectly as possible. This is an awesome figure. And yeah, it even came with the Halo piece, in case if you want to display that. I currently have it displayed. I just think it looks nice. It's iconic for the character's form, Goku's form. And yeah, I got this on eBay. I don't think it's possible for him to show up on shelves on Target in person, but I got him for eBay for around like $70, I believe. Pretty expensive, but again, it's gonna be really hard to find this guy in person, so you might as well go with what you can find. And I don't remember what his original price was. I think it was like $80 if I'm correct, or something like that. So $70, not too bad. Accessory wise, you get what you paid for. Obviously no blast effects, unfortunately, but you get what you paid for. And I thought this figure came out really nice. The sculpt, the paint wise, really well done on this figure. And again, Super Saiyan 3 is my personal favorite form for Goku, so I had to get this guy. And he's number 3 on this list, so that's my number 3 top figure of the year. SH Figure Arts Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku. Let me get him out of the way. I'll be right back. Alright, number 2 on this list. And honestly, I really had trouble deciding of these two figures would end up being number 2 and number 1. I really did. This was a really close decision, but ultimately I made these decisions for few specific reasons, I guess, but here we go. Number 2 on this list will absolutely has to go to the SH Monster Arts Mecha Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Kong. Man, this guy is absolutely fucking beautiful, man. Beautiful figure, man. I got this guy on Big Bad Toy Store, and he was around like 160 bucks. Pretty expensive, but that's his price when he was released. That's his original price when he was released. So I mean, aftermarket's being a bitch with these figures, so I was pretty lucky to get him when he released. So 160 bucks, expensive as hell, but at least I'm not paying like 300 bucks. I'm pretty sure that's what he costs now. But again, beautiful figure. Sculpt, paint, everything is beautiful about this guy. Accessory wise, he comes with alternate hands. Well, not really. Well, yeah, they're kind of alternate hands, but the thing that's interesting about this is that you can actually switch the fingers. Like, notice how this one's like more opened up and this one's like kind of like closed, kind of. That's what I did. You can switch them up. As you notice, the fingers are different. You can switch each finger up, each 2 fingers up with each pair, and I thought that was pretty nice. Although I personally, I would have just made them like articulated. You can move them around or whatever, but hey, that's just me. But again, no effect parts, unfortunately. I don't know why Tamashii is really not doing any justice with the accessories in terms of effect parts. We haven't rarely ever gotten any, and that's unfortunate. But either way, this guy came out beautiful. However, a few reasons why this guy came out in second place. Not really any major issues on my figure, but a few issues that I've been hearing is the articulation, specifically on the tail. I get it, it's pretty loose, but it's pretty flexible. It's pretty smooth on mine, but I get it. People are worried about it snapping because it's pretty damn smooth, but a bigger issue is the legs. As you can see, I took off the pistons. I have them right here. Let me get the other 2. They're rolling away, but originally these pistons, 2 of them were attached to each leg. You can see here, this thing right here, there's 2 of them. You attach them into there, and then you attach the other end into like I don't remember where, but you attach to them. And so what happens is when you try to move the legs, they move as well. And I've heard some reports that other people's Mechagodzillas came with broken pistons because they were already moving around in the box, and they managed to break, and people actually broke them by moving it around, trying to get their Mechagodzilla in some poses. So I've heard some suggestions, take them out if you can, and that's what I did. I took them out, so I don't really have anything to worry about. This guy perfectly fine. Tail's looking pretty smooth. I'm not really worried about him breaking. So yeah, coming in at number 2 was the SH Monster Arts Mechagodzilla from Godzilla vs. Kong. Beautiful figure. If you can find him for a reasonable price, get him. Even if the pistons are broken or whatever, it's still a pretty damn good figure. I'm not really too worried about the pistons because I already took them off, and even if they were broken, I was going to take them off either way so that he can move freely. But yeah, anyways, before we get into the number 1 figure, let's have some honorable mentions. So starting off, we got the Funko Pop Burning Godzilla. So I still have him in the box. I'm probably going to keep him there, even though he's a glow-in-the-dark figure. But if you saw my previous video, my early birthday gift haul, I actually got him as a little early birthday gift. And Yeah, I really hope the. Yeah, it's not a good idea to. Yeah, I'm not gonna like move it towards the camera. Oh, actually, I could do this. Yeah, there it goes. So you have a better view, cause I don't want to. I don't want the reflection to like show myself or whatever. But yeah, here he is. He's inside the box so far, and yeah, so I got him as an early birthday gift because my birthday's coming up on Saturday, December 31st. So really appreciate this. Although this, I wouldn't really consider this an action figure. It's more like a figurine. So that's why he's in my honorable mention. But I don't know if he really qualifies for this list. Same with my other honorable mention, and I'll be right back. I'm about to show him. Another honorable mention is the also from my early birthday gift haul in my previous video. The Burning Godzilla statue LED light up thing, night lamp, whatever you want to call it. But another honorable mention, and again with the Funko Pop, I'm not sure if this really qualifies for this list, as this is like a statue, a light up statue lamp thing, but it came out pretty nice and I like the way it came out. And let me see if I can turn it on for you guys. I'm trying to show you what it looks like when it's on. Let me see if I can find a switch. Here we go. Yeah, there you go. That's what it looks like when it's on. Pretty nice. But again, I'm not sure if this really qualifies for this list, but I wanted to include it as an honorable mention. So yeah, the 1995 Burning Godzilla light up statue lamp thing. Yeah. Alright, so we're back, and to wrap up honorable mentions, here's a few other honorable mentions before we get into the number one figure. So another honorable mention, figure 6, I believe that's the company's name, their 1974 Mechagodzilla minifigure. I got this guy randomly at FYE. I randomly found him, thought he looked pretty nice, 15 bucks. I had to snatch him. I got him the day that we Carolina Panthers went up against the San Francisco 49ers. And yeah, I actually did an unboxing for this guy after we lost, to cheer you guys up, cheer the Panther fans, you know. And then another honorable mention, the NECA Halloween Kills Michael Myers figure. So here he is, and here's his accessories. Let me get them out real quick. Let me get them out. Give me a second, guys. Yeah. Here are his accessories. As you can see, I got this guy because they look pretty nice. This is actually my first Michael Myers action figure. I already have a Jason Voorhees figure, but I got that a few months before 2021 ended, so he's not qualified for this list. But here you go, NECA's Halloween Kills Michael Myers. Here we go, yes sir. And yeah, figure came out pretty nice. I actually got him as a late birthday gift for myself. So yeah, that looked pretty nice, and I just wanted to get my first Michael Myers figure, and this guy came out with a blast. So to wrap up honorable mentions, here are some random Black Panther figures that I got throughout the year. If you've been around with the channel for a while, then you'll probably recognize these guys. I actually unboxed these guys along with other Carolina Panther merch that I bought this year. And yeah, here they are. So here's the biggest one. This guy roars, as you can see. And then over here we got this guy, and you should know them by now that Black Panthers are actually just jaguars or leopards with black fur. As you can see here, here's a perfect example. As you can see, when sunlight shines on their fur, you can see the spots that they have. So this guy came out with blue spots, which is perfect because the Carolina Panthers, black and blue. This guy came out perfect because of that, so I had to get him. And yeah, like the way these guys came out. And yeah, that pretty much wraps up our honorable mention list. And now on to number one, the number one figure that I got this year. So you're probably wondering, what is it? What could possibly have beaten the SH Monster Arts Mechagodzilla figure? Well, here you go. the Hiya Toys Godzilla 2021 figure from Godzilla vs. Kong. This, honestly, this guy deserves the #1 spot. It just barely beats the Mechagodzilla figure. Just barely, in my opinion. For a few reasons, such as this guy's cheaper compared to his rival SH Monster Arts. Although this is from King of the Monsters movie, this one's from Godzilla vs. Kong, but it's pretty much the same design, so I guess it qualifies for that. And yeah, he's cheaper. And Big Bad Toy Store, the only place he's available in the US, he is around 50 bucks. That's pretty cheap compared to him, who originally was like around 70 bucks. Now he's like 300 bucks. So yeah, although he is a lot harder to get. Again, he's expensive as hell now, but again, he's a lot harder to get considering Big Bad Toy Store is the only place you can really get them in the US, and currently they're sold out, so you're gonna have to wait till they restock. But again, cheaper, articulation's almost as good as SH Monstars, but the sculpt and the paint on this guy is phenomenal. Hiya Toys really nailed it out of the park with this guy. I don't know what they did with this guy, but this guy is fucking accurate as hell to the movie. Absolutely the most accurate and the best Monster vs. Godzilla figure today. So, if you have the chance to get this guy, do not hesitate. Get him as soon as possible. This guy is fucking beautiful. I originally got him for myself as a birthday gift, but he arrived so early, earlier this month, at like the beginning of it. And again, my birthday is on Saturday, December 31st, so I guess this guy's another very early birthday gift for myself, the only one that I got for myself, you know. And yeah, this guy absolutely takes the cake for #1 spot on this list. So yeah, #1 spot, #1 figure that I got this year absolutely has to go to Hiya Toys Godzilla 2021 figure from Godzilla vs. Kong. And that is gonna wrap up this list. So I mean, I can't really speak right now, I'm still sick, but hope this video like helps you out if you're looking to get a figure for yourself. So again, if you're a huge kaiju, anime, or horror fan, hope this list can help you out, because all of these figures are great. Not a single one of them are bad in my opinion. So that is gonna wrap up this video, and yeah, that was my top 5 list for best figures I got this year. And yeah, I don't really buy too much figures anymore, but if I ever get the chance, I'd always love to get some figures of my own. I have a collection, which I'm actually thinking about doing revealing my collection one of these days. I might wait to do that as my 400 subscriber special, or maybe, I don't know. I will do that eventually, but I just don't know when I'm gonna do it. But that is gonna wrap up this video. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and or subscribe. Y'all have a good night, keep pounding, and as always, Carolina on top forever, baby.
Stand and cheer for the Panthers in our grand old name. Nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina for a Panther.